Hey everyone, how is everyone doing, huh? Saturday, December 14th. Saturday, December 14th, 10 just past 10 p.m. on this amazing Saturday night, right? How is everyone doing, huh? I'm just doing my podcast as usual on a Saturday night. I'm taking it easy. And tomorrow, most likely, I'm going to meet my girlfriend. We'll probably go out for dinner, or maybe we can dine in, either or, right? And oh, by the way, so I went to what do you call Liberty Science Center, right? Liberty Science Center here near the Liberty Park, in the Liberty Park in New Jersey, where the Lady Liberty is, as you all know. And if you guys don't, so that's where the Lady Liberty is, a statue of so-called Statue of Liberty. Really, Statue of Liberty? Is that true in this country now that the fucking Republicans and fucking Democrats are on each other's neck? Is that democracy? Is that liberty? I don't fucking know. I'm not an expert on that, but in any case, without getting political about things, the Liberty Island and all that, I went to Liberty Science Center, right? Fucking amazing. I went there after I went to the Liberty Humane House, right? Because I think I really want to adopt a dog. I'll just discipline myself. That's what I told my girlfriend. So I actually looked at a dog. She is one of those Shih Tzu, is that what you call it? It's a small dog. And but they need to neuter her and all that, so she'll be ready on Wednesday. That's what they told me. So I think I'm going to get her, and then let's see what happens, right? So, oh, by the way, so this is what the fuck happened with my car. Jesus fucking Christ. Yesterday, right? So yesterday, I woke up around 10:30, and then I usually obviously check my emails, work emails. Yesterday was Friday, and I saw the email from my landlord at the office in downtown Manhattan, because as you all know, you have been listening to my podcast, that I'm planning to downsize my office down in Financial District, or Philly, right? And basically, the office space here in Jersey City is obviously already happening. So my IT guy, I was there with my IT guy this past Monday, and he's going to get somebody in there as soon as the people who are there are going to move out, right? And he's going to run some network cables and all that, right? FiOS, we have to get the FiOS. So so what the fuck happened was that my landlord, he actually sent me an email that he has a tenant who wants to look at the office space that I have. I have the whole penthouse, and he said that he most likely has a smaller office space in the same building for me, because that's what I had requested. And he's like, can we meet at 11:30? And it's already fucking 10:45, right, a.m. And so I said, I can't make it at 11:30, but maybe if you can meet at noon, that would be great. He replied me back, he said, that's fine. So noon is good. I already spoken to the tenant, he said. I mean, the potential tenant, right? And so I'm fucking scrambling, because I want to get to the bagel shop and then fucking get my bagel and then just like drive out to Exchange Place, park my car, and then take the path to World Trade Center and then just like run or walk over to the office, right? So I'm in a fucking rush, and then so I drive, I take my car out of the parking lot here in my building, and after I do my usual, shower and my teeth, brush the teeth and all that. Oh, by the way, so I have that, I think I mentioned that, I have that new Colgate one, where it tells you, when you start brushing, the app on the phone tells you like what percentage surface you have actually covered. But in any case, to make the long story short, so I was driving, and then I usually make a left on Grand Street, right? And then right on, I think it's Marion Boulevard. And then I usually make a left on Montgomery. And as soon as I made a left on Montgomery, and then I'm not even close to the next block, right? I heard that something hit my car. And I'm like, wait a minute, is that something hit my car, or is that like one of the hubcaps actually that came out, right? Because that happened one time with me on a highway where the hubcap, right? The front right wheel on the passenger side actually came out, and it made a lot of fucking sound, and then I had to basically pull over and figure out what the fuck was going on. I thought maybe that's what happened. So I'm like, you know what, because the bagel shop is 2 blocks away, so let me just go to the bagel shop, and I'm in fucking hurry, because Tom is going to be there at noon. And then I'm like, the bagel shop is 2 blocks away, so maybe I should just go there, and then I'll just take a look to see what the fuck happened. So I just keep driving. I kept driving, and then I made a right on Jersey Avenue, Jersey and Columbus, that's where the fucking bagel shop is, right? And I saw that some guy is following me. And I stopped, and then I'm like, hold on a fucking second. And I'm trying to like open the, driver's side door, right, Mike? I stopped on the road, right by the bagel shop, right? And I'm trying to open the door. I can't open the fucking door. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? So then I had to jump out of the fucking passenger side door, and I look at the car. I come around in the front, and I look at my car. So this guy has hit me on the fucking driver's side door, in the middle of driver's side door, and then the back door, right? And I'm like, I'm fucking worked out, right? I'm not worked up, right? I'm like, dude, you hit me. Did you just fucking hit me? He's like, you hit me. How the fuck did I hit you? Because you were coming out of the fucking parking spot onto the road. You didn't see me? I didn't see you. Sorry, I didn't see you. Something like that, he says. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to call the cops. So I call the cops, and the cops came right away, and then I moved my car, and then I, explained to the cop, and then he's like, well, you shouldn't have left the accidents. I'm like, I didn't know that, somebody had hit me. I mean, I thought it was something else, like a hubcap came out or something, came off or something like that. And I said, I'm sorry, I didn't know that, but he has hit me. That's what I explained to the cop. And then he took my driver's license and the car registration and insurance and his and all that, right? And the fucking guy is such a fucking asshole, right? Because it's his fault, obviously. It's my right of way to fucking drive, right? But he was coming out of the parking spot. On Montgomery, they have these fucking angled parking spots, right? On the road, angled parking spots. It's kind of an angle where the road is like this, right? So I'm basically coming this way, right? And this guy is coming out of the parking spot, and then as soon as I come here, he just fucking hit me just like this, just like fucking like this, right? And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And I said, listen, do you want to settle this down? I'm going to give you my card. Please just send me a text message or something like that. Otherwise, I'm gonna go through this with the insurance once I get the police report. So today I went to a couple of body shops here in Jersey City, right? And it's a big damage. It's a big fucking damage, and so I have to now. Wait. So the second shop that I went to, he basically told me the same thing. How much it's going to cost. He said that basically you have to replace the two doors. The driver's side door and then the door in the back. Because I couldn't even fucking open the driver's side door, so I had to basically go through the fucking passenger side. It's a fucking annoying. The car itself is fine. I'm fine. But the guy fucking hit me, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. I got lucky. Otherwise, if I was injured, then, I don't know, would have been a fucking big fucking, whatever you call it, right? So this fucking asshole, I gave him my card, and he doesn't even bother to, fucking text me or anything. So I'm going to go through my insurance, and then I'm going to have his insurance pay for the fucking damages, because that's what the mechanic told me, the second auto body shop that I went to today in Jersey City, and that's what he told me. Listen, just get the police report, and then it's going to take a few days to, get the parts and all that, and then we can basically just go through your insurance, and then his insurance, and we can get you a rental in the meanwhile. Because I need the fucking car, man. I need the fucking car, And that's what the architect who's renting the office for me, he said the same thing. You have to just get a rental and just leave it at the body shop. They'll fix it. And the other guy's insurance will pay for it. So Wednesday I'm going to go pick up the fucking police report, right? From Journal Square. I think that's where they have the fucking precinct or whatever the fuck it is, right? So that's the fuck what happened with my car. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? This guy just fucking hit me. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. So I was basically just trying to get some estimates from these people, and then from there I went to the Humane Society, because I'm I was telling my girlfriend when we met last time that, listen, baby, I think I'm gonna sleep on it, and I'm gonna make a decision with a clear head that I think I should get a dog. So I went there to Humane Society, right? After I went to the fucking mechanic, and then I looked at some dogs, and one of the dogs, it's a Shih Tzu, is that what it is? Sounds like a fucking Japanese name to me. I mean, that's the breed. So Wednesday, so I guess maybe I should do both things on Wednesday, which is I pick up the police report, right? Because I had to pick it up 5 days from yesterday, so that's Wednesday, I believe. And then Wednesday, I can go to the Humane Society, and then the dog will be ready, and then I can pick him up, right? So I'll go to the mechanic shop and then drop the car off, get the rental. He told me right across there's a car rental, and then I'll drive to Humane Society, pick up the dog, and then just bring her home. It's a female, a very sweet dog, very kind of shy. Because the person at the Humane Society, she basically walked her out. I mean, she took her out, and then So they have these like small like walking they have built these walking spaces, right? And then I petted her, and I tried to interact with her, and then she actually responded, Although when I tried to touch her beak, she was kind of like, how the dog. So you have to pet the dog on the neck, on the back, and that's what they love, because I think they were telling me that dog actually was a stray dog, and then probably scared and all that. I mean, if you're a small dog, and I don't know how they even survive, man. Jesus Christ. But in any case, so hopefully I'll get these two things done on Wednesday, right? So that's what the fuck happened with my car. And I'm gonna go through the fucking insurance after I pick up the fucking police report, right? And but there's one more thing that I have to do, because the cop, he was a fucking asshole. So he gave me a summon for like, he gave me a summon for like, for leaving the accident scene, right? Dude, this guy hit me, and I didn't even realize that it was that bad. So, and it's only 2 blocks away, He's like, call the number on the back of the summon or all that. I think I have to pay some fucking fines, whatever the fuck it is. I'll call them on Monday. But the report, that's the big thing. In order for me to basically go through the mechanic and his car insurance and all that, right? So there you go. So that's what I'm going to do next week. What a fucking shit show yesterday, man. Jesus fucking Christ. I had to call the cops, actually. I called the cops, because he hit me. It was fucking obvious. The only mistake I made was that I basically I thought to myself, maybe it's not a big deal. If the hubcap has come out or come off, then I'll just like take a look. When I 2 blocks away, I made a right. I'll make a right, and then at the bagel shop, when I stop my car at the bagel shop, I'll take a look, see what the fuck going on. I didn't realize the guy fucking hit me so bad that now I have to go through this fucking bullshit, stupid fucking bullshit, It's a fucking headache, like fucking headache. The guy is like, I didn't see you. You were coming too fast. Sorry, it doesn't matter. I'm coming too fast. First of all, I wasn't coming. You can't drive on urban streets too fast. You can't. Okay? And you didn't see me. It's not an excuse. It was my right of way. You're pulling onto a fucking street, right, from a driveway or a fucking parking spot. It's your responsibility to make sure that there's no car coming from this side. If it's a one-way or if it's a two-way, there's no car coming from the other side. So this is the fucking bullshit that I have to deal with, right? Jesus fucking Christ. So I'm sorry. I just that's what happened to me, and I was telling my girlfriend, and I was telling my colleagues and all that. Jesus fucking Christ. In any case, so that was kind of the bad news, right? I'm sorry, I apologize. But the good thing that happened today was that I went to Liberty Science Center, right? They have the planetarium, and then they also have like an auditorium and all that. So they do shows, right? I wanted to see the show about the universe and all that, right? Stars and galaxies, the show and all that. But those shows were done because I already got there. It was already like close to like 4 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, so what show can I see, right? And they told me the only show that was actually there, they were going to show at 4:30 was, hold on a second. What's the name of the show? I'm trying to... Oh, by the way, so I was listening to Star Talk Radio by Neil deGrasse Tyson. He had a recent episode. It's called, what the fuck is it called? Tough Love and Geopolitics with Susan Rice. Susan Rice, as you know, she was the ambassador in Obama administration, right? But so they have Neil deGrasse Tyson's actually picture there at the what do you call the British Science Center, along with all the other like astrophysicists. There's fucking Jeff Bezos there. There is Richard Branson there, etc., etc. Right? So let me see. What was the name of the show that I watched? And it was fucking amazing show. 3D. You have to put the glasses on, right, in the auditorium. Auditorium is basically just like a cinema, that they have. Liberty Science Center, right? Science Center shows. Science Center shows. Let me see. As you can see, I got the T-shirt, NASA's T-shirt from there. Jesus. A dinosaur strand, the traveling exhibit, Angry Birds. No, they didn't have any of this. The only show that they had was, not that the hair was. Hold on a second. Jesus Christ. So they have different events and shows, right, on different days? Films and shows. Okay, here we go. Looks like they also show films. Ocean or Blue Planet, Pandas 3D, films and shows, okay. LSC, Giant Dome Theater, Laser Show, Laser Wonderland. Get ready for Blizzard, resurrecting laser images set to holiday and winter themed songs. In this family-friendly spectacle, you'll find, so this was one of those, right? So they told me, either I could watch the Laser Wonderland or Superpower Dogs. Oh my fucking god. So you know what? First I told the lady, maybe Laser Wonderland, but then she told me that, it's a winter themed songs, exhibit and all that with Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande. Songs from like Dean Martin. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. So then I got the ticket for Superpower Dogs, right? Oh my god, that fucking show is fucking amazing. These fucking dogs, right? These fucking amazing dogs that, they get trained to, what they call the rescue dogs. Oh my fucking god. Jesus fucking Christ. And these dogs are so fucking good. Like rescuing, Superpower Dogs, that's what they're called. It's actually curated by Chris Evans. Chris Evans from Marvel's universe. What was he like? Fucking Superman? Not Superman. Superman is fucking DC, right? Captain America, yeah. Chris Evans. So these rescue people. So they were showing these dogs with these rescue teams. Let's say, for example, in somewhere in fucking, I don't know, Michigan or I don't know, like up in fucking Colorado, or where people go skiing and they go missing, because of the avalanches and where the fuck happens. What it's very hard to find those people, right? And they're buried under in a fucking crevice or one of those, right? I'm from mountain, so I know that for a fact. Not that I was fucking buried under a mountain and a dog rescued me. There are a lot of people who actually go expeditions. They get killed, and then basically just fall off the fucking cliff, right? Whatever the fuck it is. But they don't have that. But here in America, and also in Europe, they were showing, and in what is it, Kenya in Africa, So these fucking dogs are so good because they're trained so good that they actually go on, like, for example, like these sledges, like snow sledges, right? With the human beings, and then they actually sniff. So the smell that these dogs have such a fucking amazing like sense of smell, right? So they can smell from a very distance, and then they will follow the smell of a person, right? They'll follow the smell of a person, and then they'll follow through whether snow or rubble or hurricanes down in fucking Miami or even they were showing like these fucking amazing dogs where in the wild not wild fucking west, but wild parts of Kenya, African jungles and the plains where the illegal like hunters, not hunters, but the people who actually kill these animals for like, for example, the elephant tusks and all that, right? So these dogs are used to actually find them, and these dogs actually basically all they need is just like smell of a person who had been there when they were killing these animals, and then they will find them. So these what do you call the rangers, right? Rangers there, they would then take them, and then the dog would actually let them follow them. So the dog would basically smell the ground with their smell, and this is fucking amazing. And then it would lead them to that person, and then they would basically just prosecute them, bring them to the justice and prosecute them against, against animal killing, right? Illegal animal killing. Jesus fucking Christ. That fucking show is amazing. I think I had a lot of spoiler alerts, but that's not a movie. It's actually a real, like, it's not a documentary either. What the fuck it is called? If it's like, it's about like superpower dogs, whatever the fuck it is, but look it up, Superpower Dogs, curated by Chris Evans and all these other, rescue teams and the real dogs, actually. That was fucking amazing. So yeah, and then I did not do any cooking. I picked up 2 types of food. One was actually, I went to the bagel shop, right? It's a long fucking line at Wonder Bagels, and then I went next door. There's a Vietnamese, like a pho place. So I ordered like a pho to go, and I picked it up, and then I went to the mechanic shop, and then after I was done with the Liberty Science Center, right? I felt a craving for like. Oh, by the way, so from the first mechanic, then I went to there's another Wonder Bagels a little further deep into Georgia City, and then I went there, and then I had my my usual egg white sandwich with lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and then from there I went to Liberty Humane Society, and then from there I went to Liberty Science Center, and then when I came back, I had a craving for like, how like. When I'm in my office sometimes, right, and this is kind of addictive, like when it comes to food, like I think probably like my 2 egg sandwich in the morning, there's also food addiction, Not that I stuff my face, but, like I like to have that sandwich to start my day, with a lot of like cold water, and so I had a craving for like Cuban food, like some nice rice and like chicken, and I don't know if you guys know Sophie's Cuban. I think that's like a freaking addictive place, They have what did I have on Friday actually? I had oxtail. oxtail with some like yellow rice and like some veggies and fucking amazing. And so I was craving for that today as well, and so I looked up on my phone, Cuban restaurants near me. So there's a Cuban restaurant, actually a bar and restaurant up on was that Jersey Avenue or near downtown Jersey City. And I went in there and then I ordered like a lemon herb chicken with rice, but she didn't give me the fucking beans. Because I told her salad, rice and beans, yellow rice and beans, and the chicken. But I guess she forgot, but whatever, And I that's what I had for dinner, and also half of that, and then half I had Vietnamese, pho. That was fucking amazing. So yeah, so here I am, right? Taking it easy, doing my podcast, and I got some amazing topics. In my cheat sheet, I presume you all are having a great Saturday night. I might actually go down and play some pool, depending on how I feel, right? So that's the fuck. That's what the fuck happened with the fucking car, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. This guy hit me, and then and my mistake was I should have just stopped there. I'm like, dude, you fucking hit me. I should have called the cops there instead of like 2 blocks away at the bagel shop, near the bagel shop. But I'll deal with that next week. So here we are, right? What else is going on? A lot of things are going on, and I was actually after I came back, and then I worked for like 2.5 hours. I had to get some drawings out for one of the clients. You get like things done, and then now you can relax, right? You can have some food, and then once you get the drawings out, and then you can relax, and then do your podcast, right? Right? I was listening to who I was listening to? Neil deGrasse Tyson and Susan Rice. So that's the new podcast they had, new show, StarTalkRadio.net. So I might get a dog. Who knows? You might see me with the new dog in my next podcast, right? Saturday or Sunday. What else is the news, by the way? What else is the fucking news besides this fucking impeachment bullshit? It has been like every time you fucking open a channel on fucking radio, there's nothing but fucking impeachment, and that's what it was the whole fucking past week, this week, right? And I know it's going to be the same fucking shit because these Democrats are out of their fucking mind, and then it's just a lot of fucking like bullshit. I don't know, man. Trump is as bad as these fucking assholes are, and this is going to put this country back into like a fucking, I don't know, like a century back into like fucking identity politics. Is that what it is? Jesus fucking Christ. But I don't want to talk about that. I would rather talk about like science or technology or all the other good stuff. Right? Exactly. So so I went into the gift shop, right, at Liberty Science Center. So I was looking at this t-shirt. I thought this t-shirt was like fucking like, I don't know. Is it cool or is it too cool or is it too like, I don't know, whatever the hell it is, right? And then they have those astronaut suits, right? They had astronaut suits, but those were like, either those were for kids or those were large. So not even a fucking medium, right? Let alone any fucking small sizes, because obviously those sizes are gone. Isn't that the same? Because most of the people are small or medium instead of large, right? Well, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm just saying they didn't have any of those because I was going to buy one of those, and that suit actually comes with the NASA hat. Although I didn't need the NASA hat because I already have a NASA hat, right? But you guys, whoever you are, even in New York, 5 boroughs, and with kids especially who are interested in science and all that. I mean, that place is fucking amazing to take your kids to, and then besides the shows, they also have obviously exhibits and all that, right? Where they have like how human brain works, how the eyes work, how the sound actually gets gets through our ear into our fucking brain and all that, like basic stuff, for kids, as well as some amazing stuff, some amazing other stuff, but mostly, I mean, it's basic stuff, like basic science stuff. Good for kids. I bought these drones. I told you that, right? I was actually playing one of the drones, like the chopper. Chopper is very easy to, like fly. I think I'm gonna take the other one maybe tomorrow, depending on the weather. I don't know what the weather is. Let's ask Alexa. Alexa, weather for tomorrow in Jersey City.
Tomorrow in Jersey City, New Jersey, you'll see mostly sunny weather and can expect a high of 46 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 30 degrees.
Sunny? Wait. Because here's the thing, like, I think in Liberty Park, that's where you can actually fly the drones. Or you are allowed to fly the drones, but here's the thing. Because my drone is it's a pretty small drone. I mean, it's not a toy drone, but it's like this big, right? It's a quad. It's one of those quad drones. The quad, lifters, rotors, and I think I can still fly it. I think didn't I fucking say this? Am I fucking repeating myself? Jesus. No. I remember what I said last time. I said that I could. The best place actually I could fly it, or I would want to fly it, is like an indoor, like a baseball arena, right? Not baseball, basketball arena, right? That size. That's where you can fly these fucking drones, and then you don't have to worry about like drones hitting the fucking TV or the fucking wall or the window or whatever the hell you have in your apartment, right? And So the other one, it needs a lot of trimming, but I like drones. I mean, they're fun. They're fun toys to actually fly. I think eventually I'm going to buy like one of those like fucking DJIs, right? And then I'm going to like drive out to somewhere, like even if I'm going to like vacation, right, to Colorado, I'm going to take the drone with me. If I'm driving through like, let's say, Rocky National Park, and if I'm going to Boulder, right? That's where you want to take the fucking videos, man. Jesus fucking Christ. Those fucking amazing, like, what do you call up in the Rockies. When am I going on vacation? Well, my vacation usually to Colorado is in August, Labor Day and all that. So, but I do have to book a flight. I think I should do it sooner because then I can save money on the flight. And even if I book the hotel, I will be saving money on the hotel as well as the flight, right? Yes, I think I should do that. Oh, by the way, so as you all know, it's 14th and then 25th, which is the Christmas day. rise of the Christ the Lord, whatever you call him, right? I was thinking to actually book a flight to go to like the new Disney Star Wars theme park down in Orlando. I might do that. I don't know yet. I think by now the flights are very expensive, as well as the hotels, I believe, resorts, hotels, whatever you call them, right? I was asking my girlfriend, but the problem with her is that she has a dog, and it's very hard for her. And also, she's kind of also afraid to actually travel. I don't know why. I just don't understand. If I go there, I'm just going to go there for like a few days, couple of days, and then come back. And then come back. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. And well, whether I go or not, but we'll see, right? All right, it's already 41 minutes, and I want to get into my cheat sheet and enjoy your Saturday night, whatever the hell you guys are doing out there, huh? You fucking party animals, or whatever the hell you guys are doing. Out and about, right? Okay, so let's get into the cheat sheet. Shih Tzu, yeah, that's okay. So it's a 2-year-old female, 11 pounds, and he needs to be fixed, right? She needs to be fixed, all right? Okay, so my first topic, everyone, in my cheat sheet for this podcast, X2. X2, as you all know, it's the Marvel's X-Men series movies that I watched, and it's one of those fucking amazing movies where, with Magneto and the Professor, and who else is there? Bunch of them. This is one of the first ones, right? By the way, in the Marvel series, X-Men series. Hugh Jackman is there, obviously, right? The Wolverine and all that, and so I watched that. I think that was Sunday or something like that. But in any case, that was fucking amazing. If you guys are into X-Men, Marvel's X-Men movies, X-Men is not a superhero series. It's actually about mutants who have these capabilities, but human beings feel that they're a threat to this planet, so they're hunting them and blah blah blah, right? All right, so my next topic: YouTube TV for soccer. So YouTube TV for soccer. Okay, so because I like to watch, I've been lately interested in like watching some like sports, like like soccer, such as like Premier League and all that. So I sign up with YouTube TV, right? Because YouTube now has a TV. Every fucking big company online has a TV. Apple TV, YouTube TV. There's Amazon. There's fucking Hulu. There's, I don't know, man. There's like a fucking gazillion of them, right? Just like we have fucking gazillion genders now, right? I'm sorry, no, I didn't want to, like have an analogy with gender. But in any case, so I signed up for that, and you can actually watch like live soccer, past matches, Premier League or whatever the fuck it was, right? The last one I watched was Chelsea versus Everton. Everton versus Chelsea. So Everton fucking killed Chelsea. They fucking like crush them in the soccer, Premier League. I think I'm gonna watch a little bit of soccer if I don't go to if I don't go downstairs to play pool. But let's see what happens, right? All right, so my first telescope. Okay, so I bought this fucking amazing telescope, right? But the problem here is that at night, or these days especially, it's all fucking cloudy, so you can't fucking see anything. Jesus Christ. So I went up to the roof like a couple of times, right, with the telescope. It's one of those fucking amazing telescopes which I bought from Best Buy for $150. It's the, what is it called? It's by Meade Infinity 80. I think that's what it is. Infinity 80. Meade, M-E-A-D-E, Meade. Right? Is that what it is? Hold on a second. It's right here, guys. Oh my God. Yeah. So Meade Infinity 80, right? So because I want to like see the fucking moon and closer and all that, I think I need to do a lot of practice. I mean, I use it on land. You can see like distance, whatever the fuck it is, right? My ex-boss was like texting me when I sent them the picture. My telescope, he was like, "Bedrooms are the stars." I'm like, no bedrooms, sir. I'm not interested in like fucking looking at people in their fucking bedrooms. I just want to see the moon first, and then the solar system, and then beyond the Kuiper belt, right? If it can show. It has 3 lenses, and then there's 2x, which you do the more powerful one, and then you can double it with that piece that comes with, and then I think that probably can take you farther from the moon into the solar system. Like you can see, I'm pretty sure you can easily see the closest planets we have, like Mars, Venus, Mercury, right? So yeah, and then the instruction actually, the guide tells you like, okay, so for example, if you want to look at the moon at night, it's best if you look at the moon when it's in crescent size, not a full moon, because when you look at the full moon, you're just going to see like a surface, and it's going to be kind of boring. I was trying to look at the moon the other night when it was fucking clear, but I couldn't do it. Maybe this is my first telescope, so I had to practice on it to look at the extraterrestrial objects, right? So it's an interesting hobby to have a telescope, especially if you are into like, well, I mean, if I had money, I would have been like Jeff Bezos or Richard Branson, to fucking, what do you call, have my own fucking ship, and I'll just fucking, just fly out into space and then land on fucking moon or Mars, right? But those territories are not forbidden to be landed, right? Is that what it is? I think so. All right, my next topic, everyone. So so if you are interested in looking at moon and the stars, and if you want to stargaze, that's one of the telescopes I recommend. Meade Infinity 8, right? All right, so Egypt's pretty coastline. Okay, so this is, oh my Jesus fucking Christ. So Egypt has one of the most beautiful like coastlines, right? Along like North African, coastline. Oh my God, dude. It has one of the most beautiful coastlines. The water is beautiful. You know, the beaches are beautiful. I mean, they're different than beaches, let's say down in the Caribbean, right? But they're different. They're different, but they are like, oh my God, fucking amazing. So I might actually, if I do international travel, I might actually go there and just chill out, right? So check it out. Egypt's pretty coastlines, and people go there for surfing and all that, right? And you can even stay there. I think at the coastline in one of those hotels, right? So check it out. Check it out, everyone. I mean, although Egypt is still turmoil, right, in terms of fucking politics and all that. Well, I mean, the whole fucking Middle East is turmoil. Well, not all of the Middle East, but some of these countries, right? Which I really feel bad for the people, but somebody has to rise above, and then, you know, just like what happened in Europe and all that, and. But in any case, I don't want to talk about that because that's not my cup of tea, right? All right, so okay, so now this is big news, which is my next shot. Apple most likely is going to ditch the lightning cable. Oh my God, are you kidding me? How are we going to charge the phones? Well, I think they're looking at actually some wireless charging technology where you don't need a fucking lightning, you know, cable, just like this one here, to push it under your fucking phone and just like, okay, I'll let it charge, right? I think this is going to be obsolete, and it's going to be now like, what do you call, wireless. I think that's what they were there. I think that's what I read on, was that on Wall Street Journal or CNN? One of the news. By 2021. So you are looking at about 2 years. Or maybe a year and a half. I mean, we already like into fucking 2020, so what can I say, right? Yes, so... all you, especially tech-savvy people, I'm pretty sure you are excited, right? You are excited out of your fucking mind that now Apple is going to come up with a wireless charging device, and that would actually be like fucking amazing. And I say this all the time on my podcast. Like, why do we have all these fucking wires, right? So I have, like, for example, I have my Microsoft Surface here, right? And then I have attached to it is an external, what do you call, a monitor, because I need two screens, please, because I work from home sometimes, just like I did today, right? And then I have these fucking like hanging wires, right? Not hanging wires, but all these fucking wires attached to it. The power to the fucking Microsoft Surface, I understand it needs a lot of power and all that, right? Although it has the battery and all that. But I think this is all going to be obsolete in future, you know, like as you can see in like futuristic movies, right? Where you don't need any fucking cables to connect to, and you have these like, I don't know, like devices just like, you know, they came up with the fucking remote, right? Remember when they had the fucking, Jesus Christ, hold on a second, guys. Remember when they had the TV? When they came up with the TVs in the 50s and the 60s, right? So you had to go up there, even the 70s and 80s, right? You had to go up there and change the channel, right? You couldn't change the channel. You didn't have a remote. Maybe in the 80s, I think they had the remotes. So I think it's going to be the same fucking thing for connecting like an external monitor, except for maybe power to the monitor, maybe may not be happening anytime soon, but I think the signals and all that, and then the power to the charging up the computers and charging up the phones. So there you go, all you tech enthusiasts. That's probably a big news for you, right? Okay, my next topic. Michelle Wolf, the Carrot Top. Oh my God. Oh my Jesus fucking Christ. So Joe Rogan had Michelle Wolf, right? She is a comedian, as you all know, from White House Correspondents' Dinner, where I think, what's his name, didn't show up. Trump didn't show up, and she was making fun of Trump all the time. And then he was going on a fucking Twitter war with her, I think, afterwards, or even when she was like up on the podium. But in any case, so Joe Rogan had her on the podcast, and I usually don't read the fucking what do you call the the comment section, but I was curious because I don't know, she was like, and I was curious, and there were all these YouTube commenters, right, on Joe Rogan podcast. They were calling her, they were calling her the Carrot Top. The Carrot Top, because of her looks and all that, the Carrot Top is finally going to become a human head. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. So everybody was like making fun of her and all that, and I was fucking laughing my ass off, right? And so yeah, that's it. And it's already 56 minutes. So my next topic, soccer live online. I'll talk about that. Employee in a work shit show. Okay, so this is what the fuck happened, right? One of my employees, he told me like a week ago, actually a couple of weeks ago, that he was going to resign. I didn't stop him. And because he was like acting kind of weird like lately, and I think he was having some issues with his family and all that, right? So I said, I wish you the best of luck. And then like this week, right? This week I gave him a new project that he had to work on, right? While I was with my IT guy on Monday here at Jersey City office, to show him the office and what we need to buy, getting FiOS and all that, and then I told my engineer, he was in the office. Actually, I went to the office, and then I had picked up some mail and some checks, and I deposited them. And then I came to meet my IT guy here in Jersey City, and then after that, I told my engineer, listen, I'm going to work from home. And then I was working from home here, as I usually do sometimes. And then I sent him a text message around like 6:30 at night. Hey, by the way, so how far are you on that project? Because the owner, she's pushing for it because the building's architect, her co-op board's architect, has given her a lot of comments. So we need to get this done. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to finish up tomorrow. I'm like, okay, so I thought maybe he was done like maybe 50% or maybe 40%. And then, because that's the only project he was supposed to work on that day, right, Monday. So next day, I'm getting up and I'm ready to go to the office. And then he sends me a text message around like noon. I'm sorry, last minute, I can't make it today, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. And then I said to myself, oh, maybe I can finish the project that he started working on because we need to get that done right away. Maybe I can finish it myself. So I opened that file, we use AutoCAD. I opened that file and then I saw that he had not done anything. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on? I didn't say that, but I texted him, listen. So I opened the file that you saved yesterday from 5:48 p.m. and I don't see anything. I don't see any, like, any like updates to the file, because this is the file that was saved using an old project. And he's like, oh, he's making excuses, right? Oh, maybe I saved it on my local computer there in the office, blah, blah. Okay, so I logged on to his local computer. I don't see anything. So all fucking day, he has been sitting there, right, doing nothing, absolutely nothing. And I said, listen, I looked up your local computer, and there's nothing there. This is the only file, which has absolutely no fucking 0% work done. You haven't done anything on it. I mean, I didn't say that you were lying to me, but I told him, listen. And then he kept saying, when I come back to the office tomorrow, I'll take a look. And I told him, no. Yesterday was the last day. Do not need to come to the office. Because obviously he was fucking lying to me, right? Jesus fucking Christ, dude. And this guy has been like working for me like for 2 years, and he's doing this at the last minute, lying to me. Jesus fucking Christ. And obviously he was fucking lying to me. And then he was trying to say, oh, you didn't give me a chance to explain it to you. And, I said, no, there's no explanation. I looked up your local drive. I looked up on the server. That's the only file. And I opened it. I opened the file. And then there's we haven't done any work on that one. So that's what I said. And then I just fucking ignored him. Right? That's it. And, I feel bad for people like that. I would never give him like a fucking, like, if he asked for a recommendation letter, I would not fucking give him a recommendation letter based on what he did, like, at the last minute, after he, submitted his resignation, and then he does this to me, like, Jesus fucking Christ. So in his resignation, he said that, because I usually ask for like 2 weeks notice, and he was supposed to work until like 18th, which is next week, right? But then this is what he does on Monday, and then I had to let him go. I said, dude, no, fuck up. You know what? Fuck up. You lied to me, simply. So what a fucking shit show, dude. What a fucking shit show. Yeah, I'm sorry I rented on that one, but I was like fucking like, dude, what the fuck? I mean, why is this guy fucking lying to me? In any case, okay, my last one is already 1 hour, 2 minutes, ladies and gents, and every other gender associates. Crispr. So Crispr, as you may or may not know, is a technology where they actually modify the genome of a person's DNA, right? So apparently this technology is becoming very popular and becoming very successful in the medical and biomedical, I think, fields, where let's say that if somebody has a bad gene, right, which is causing cancer or some shit like that, right, what they do is that they basically, I don't want to give you guys the wrong information, because I'm not a fucking expert on this. So let me just do a little Wikipedia. So I think what they do is that they go into the fucking human gene, and then basically they change the gene, or somehow they modify the gene or something like that, right? CRISPR. CRISPR, right? Oh, hold on a second. CRISPR. What the fuck? CRISPR. Okay, so there are scientists and all those people. CRISPR, okay, so CRISPR. It's called Cluster Regulatory Interspaced Short Palindromic Repeats. Is a family of DNA sequences found with the genomes of prokaryotic organisms such as bacteria and archaea. These sequences are derived from DNA fragments of bacteriophagous, and they have previously infected the prokaryote and are used to detect and destroy DNA from similar phages during subsequent infections. However, these sequences play a key role in the antiviral defense system of Okay, so this is a whole fucking article on Wikipedia. So it's a immune system that confers resistance to foreign genetic elements such as those present within plasmids. Okay, but what's the fucking application? Okay, so let's go to the fucking application. By the end of 2014, some 1,000 research papers had been published that mentioned CRISPR. The technology had been used to functionally inactivate genes in human cell lines and cells to study Candida albicans, to modify yeast used to make biofuels, and to genetically modify crop strains. Okay, so they did that on the crops. So in any case, I don't want to go on about this, but let's see. In 2019, some new diagnostic application using CRISPR technology, an electrical CRISPR chip for the detection of genetic mutations, and a microfluidic CRISPR biosensor for electromechanical mRNA diagnostic. But in any case, so this is like a new age cutting technology that's going to be used in the medical field, I believe, to cure diseases and prevent diseases using modifications to human genome. Right? Okay, so there you go. I think that was my last topic. I believe so. And I presume you all are having a fucking great Saturday night, and I'll see you all next Saturday or Sunday, the fun day.